Hey Shift family, how you doing tonight? Yeah, I totally ask that, I think, on every single recording that I do, because I do truly care about how you're doing. Unfortunately, I just can't hear your response because it's on the recording. So I encourage you to actually write it in the comments. I encourage you to share your prayers with us. And I'm talking powerful prayers, especially based off of what I'm going to talk about today. And I know that what I'm going to share that's been sprinkled throughout some of the previous recordings that we've done. But I think it's really important to reiterate this, and it's about vision, because our vision has been impacted in a mighty way this year. What we envisioned at the beginning of the year, obviously there's been a lot of shifting, right? A lot of shifting going on. And I also find it really interesting how Lauren and I decided on, or had it on our hearts to call what we're doing shift. And I strongly believe it was God putting that on our hearts, because there has been a lot of shifting this year, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. So just really wanted to encourage you guys to think about your vision, to write it down, to believe it, and to ask God for powerful things, big things, mighty things, because he's waiting for you to ask. He's waiting for you to trust him 100%. He's waiting for you to not ask for, God, can you at least give me a used couch that I can get from somewhere? But God, can I have that new couch? God, thank you for the new couch in my new house right next to the beach, so I can sit in it and hear the crashing ocean. And I can bring my mom there and have her experience the joy of the ocean as well the rest of the days of her life, right? We have to ask for those things. But if we don't ask and we don't believe. So on that note, I want to share with Steve Harvey recently, not recently, but one of my powerful friends actually shared again this video that Harvey shared on one of his Motivated, and it talks about two key scriptures, and it really came to light for him at a very challenging time in his life. And obviously now we see the fruit of him believing these two scriptures and actually putting them into action, right? Because when we read the Bible and we read scripture, God just doesn't want us to pray, right? Super important, super critical for to have that intimate relationship with Christ. But we also get to believe and we get to act. And the two scriptures. But before I do that, I wanted to just put in your mind about the definition of vision. The definition of vision. And the definition of vision is the act or power of seeing. And seeing could mean with your actual eyes, or seeing can mean with actually a vision in your mind. So what God has placed in your mind, whatever that story is that keeps coming up in your mind when you're in that menial job and your mind is saying, I wish I could do this. I wish I could be that. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do that. That would give me life. That would bring joy to me. And I would impact others. So whatever that vision is that God's sticking in your mind, it's time to write it down. And I'll tell you why, if you haven't already heard Steve share this, right? Steve Harvey share this. But it's two scriptures, and one of them is Habakkuk. Habakkuk, I always have a challenge saying that. The Habakkuk 2:2, and I'm going to read 2 and 3. So Habakkuk 2, and then the scriptures is 2 and 3. And then also I'm going to read James 4:2. I'll read James 4:2 first. And it talks about how you desire, but you do not have. You covet, but you cannot get. You do not have because you do not ask God. God's waiting for us to ask him. God created the entire universe. God created us, every single cell. God knows the number of the hairs on our head. And I don't think I could ever count the number of the hairs on my head, but he knows. So I have asked for little things, but why? He's a powerful God. And we get to ask him for powerful things, and he is waiting to give it to us. Of course, in his timing, not ours, but he will give it to us if it's in his will. There's another thing, that going back to Habakkuk 2, and it's 2 and 3, and I'm going to read it in two different versions. One's going to be the Message, and the other one's going to be New King James. So I'm going to read the New King James first, and it says, "Write the vision and make it plain on tablets." Of course, paper for us, right? "For the vision, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come." The Message version says, "And then God answered, write this. Write what you see, write it out in big block letters so that it can be read on the run. This vision message is a witness pointing to what's coming. It aches for the coming. It can hardly wait. It does not lie. If it seems slow in coming, wait. It's on its way. It will come at the right time." Right? God's timing, not ours. So wait for it. Write it down every single day. Say it. Believe it. It's coming. All right, so Chef family. Whoa. Until next time.